Habit 3 of the 7 habits of highly effective salespeople. It's all about running the program. Habit 1, we determine that we are the programmer. Habit 2, we determine what program do we want to run. Habit 3 is running the program. It's basically putting first things first, spending time on the things that matter most to us, the priorities based around the principles that we determine are best in our life. Covey does an excellent job of breaking this down into this simple little tool, these 4 quadrants that are based off of 2 major characteristics. Is it urgent or not urgent? Is it important or not important? Quadrant 1 is urgent and important. Quadrant 2 is not urgent but important. Quadrant 3 is not important but urgent. And quadrant 4 is not urgent and not important. So let's start up here, quadrant 1. This pretty much acts upon us, and that we have to respond to it. If we don't, it just grows. And Covey does an excellent job about talking about how each of these quadrants grow and shrink and how to move them around and where to take time from each other. Because everything that we do in life fits into one of these 4 quadrants. And we have to be the manager of it. Otherwise, these quadrants expand and crush us. Quadrant 1 is the things that we have to do, our jobs, the emergencies, the crises. These are both urgent and important to us. It's like if we get sick, we've got to take care of ourselves, or we get sicker, which means quadrant 1 expands, crushing all the other quadrants. Quadrant 1, we all understand, and most of us live here. This is our residence, and we don't really get much time to do anything else because this keeps expanding. The place that we really need to spend time on, and the real gold, is in quadrant 2. This is the planning, the preparation, the strategizing. This basically prevents a lot of urgency to important things. By doing important things before they become urgent, it reduces their urgencies and we do them better. The problem is quadrant 2 requires us to act upon it since it's not urgent. It's important to do, but not urgent. In our personal life, this is actually sleeping. Sleeping's great because if we don't, we tend to do stupid things, get tired, get sick, which moves us into quadrant 1. If we don't eat right, if we don't exercise, we get sick, becomes urgent, it expands, it crushes everything else. Quadrant 2 is the real gold of time management. Unfortunately, we also get stuck in a lot of things that are urgent but not important. These are urgent to other people. This is a salesperson calling you. This is someone interrupting you. This is the spam full email folder. This is a lot of the social media alerts on our phones. We've got to turn these all off. We've got to only focus on what's important to us and try and reduce the urgency of these things. This is urgent to someone else. It's not urgent to us. The other quadrant we can take time from is our slacking quadrant. It's quadrant 4. It's neither urgent nor important. So why are we doing it? It's fun. It's a distraction from the things that we know we should be doing. But it just happens. We fall into this quite often, and being in this kind of the most enjoyable because it precludes us. But what ends up happening is it crushes our life. So quadrant 2 is the quadrant that we want to expand so we can reduce the other quadrants and eliminate these bottom ends, the ones that are not important to us, regardless of its level of urgency. Slacking certainly isn't urgent, but it sure is fun. So the silver bullet is quadrant 2. It's the planning, the strategy, doing the preparation, the maintenance, and the development of us as human beings. If you like this and it makes sense to you, check out the podcast. I do a whole series on the 7 habits of highly effective salespeople. If you like this video, please like it, comment, and share it. You can also subscribe so you get these automatically. Thanks for watching.